Hey guys, and welcome to the next episode of this series, which I really shouldn't call Somewhere in Hungary or something other stupid things, but I should call it Hungarian Retro because we're using retro machines. So yeah, maybe I will do that, or maybe I don't, who knows. Anyways, welcome to this place, which has a name. Uh, it's still called Kettős Körös Mezőgazdasági Kft. Robin enjoys that whenever I say that. For some reason he has to laugh. And as you can see, we are here at the edge of the next canola field. It's practically, if you check out the mini-map, the last one that we have to do. So this section here is roughly what is canola, and as you can see, this one is already harvested. So yeah, that's a multi-fruit map if I haven't emphasized that enough times. However, none of the fields actually carry. Well, sorry, I take it back. We have two alpha, two and some alfalfa fields, but uh, other than that, it's all regular fruit. So all that is harvested at this point is this corn that actually we got harvested, and the canola from this field. Everything else is to go still, and the big segment or a big chunk is going to be this here canola field. So let's not waste time, but go ahead and do that. And the way it's going to work is that we're going to use two combines. So the problem is that I don't want the two combine uh, to bump into one another, but uh, that we will work out. So it's going to be a circle. The left side is active. That's cool. Reverse with the curve. Just let's drive it straight reverse because it's the headlands and there are all kinds of obstacles in the way, and they are going to get they're going to get stuck all the time no matter what. Okay. Let's say that it's all propped up. Okay, Mr. Handsome Guy, are you going to start today? Very good, it seems you're going to start today. Then of course, here we go, we cannot take a direct turn because if this AI vehicle extension has one weak point is the turning, especially at the edge of the field. So I think we stay with him for some time, and I enjoy that I'm not driving the combine for a change. I'm just watching it in action. And we give it some head start before setting the other one loose. Inside. The tractor is in between the two combines. That's kinda cool. Let's see, up, down, no, circle, straight reverse, let's try it, that again, okay, and I think I won't be forcing this, and otherwise not too clever worker to do the thing. I set him loose on this edge already. Who is it today? Oh, we have a lady friend as well. Yes, and it seems that the two combines are now in the field. That is lovely. And we'll see how much distance they can keep from one another. Yes, this one is filling up nicely, and then I reckon the other one does just as well. Come to think of it, one thing that we could do is actually, uh, you know what? I think I know what I have to do to make things a bit easier on us. I think I take up the lead for now, uh, because I will be able to do the quick turns around the headlands. And this way I can avoid any collisions between the combines. Oh, the traffic is uh, going through the bushes and then continues onwards to the endless horizon. Uh, that's a thing. Also, we're going to cheat, because this way, if I make these nicer turns, maybe we can negate the AI's necessity to stop around the corners. At least for the first lap, it's definitely going to be the case. But we'll see for later ones. And also it's pretty nicely sunshiny for the time being, but according to the forecast, as you can see, it's going to turn cloudy. I'm not too happy about it, because that potentially means rain, and that's not good, because we have tons of straw lying out in the fields. And also, if it's raining, we cannot harvest, because threshing when it's raining is not a thing, not in real life, not in this game. So that's a thing that we need to worry about at this point. We'll see. Also, an interesting side note, I've actually uh, took the time and I looked up a few classified ads where John Deere uh, 4650s were for sale, and I've seen two-wheel drive ones here in Hungary. Obviously used machines because these were produced in the 80s. They were imported also in the 80s by large state farms, and then those state farms also served as machinery distributors for the cooperative uh, operations uh, where smaller farms were unified to work in a co-op. That was the two primary forms of farming during the socialist era here in Hungary: the state-owned farms and the co-ops. Yeah, somehow we always end up with history lessons in these videos, uh, and I'm sorry if it tires you, but it fascinates me to no end. It kinda has become uh, my free time fun research project kind of thing, if you like. I always learn new things because I'm fascinated with this whole ordeal. The basic premise is very interesting, where uh, actually uh, the the Hungarian government was uh, convinced to import technology from the West, when actually that was on the other side of the Iron Curtain, and still it worked nicely, and Hungarian farms could have the state-of-the-art Western technology at their disposal, and to some extent it was encouraged, because uh, that meant well, very nice production rates, and good production rates meant lots and lots of food to eat, and that meant that the people were happy, and also Hungary could export serious amounts of foodstuffs to the other countries of the East Bloc, especially to places where agriculture wasn't so big, but there were other segments of the industry that worked out good. So yeah, state farms were the centers of uh, innovation. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. And as a result, they were not only uh, the most productive farms in the country, but also they were, or the most productive operations, but they also served as equipment distribution centers, dealerships, if you like. And actually, uh, some of those, at least one of those companies is still uh, working today as a dealership. It's more of a dealership now than a state farm. Uh, and then there are a few that are still around, it's just they are not as big as they used to be. So those were real success stories. Is she behind us? Yes, she more or less keeps up with us. Now, okay, we have some ways to go. It would be nice to actually be uh, on the next next part, or the next straight section, because that would mean that we're no longer along the canal. And that means more possibility for us to dump. Okay, I take it back, because over there we have corn on the side. I think we will have to wade into the corn with the tractor. If and when it comes to replanting this section of the map, I think I will stick to the format of one big field, one crop, and I won't make such divisions, yes. Because to be fair, yeah, we're at on top of the shop icon right now. So to be fair, it's fairly realistic, but not very practical in game. I mean, we're talking about a game with a game engine that is like what, 13 years old at this point or so. So naturally, let's see how far she comes. Where is she? Oh, she's got some ways to go with the grain tank. What were you doing? Oh, okay. So actually, she also actually gave up because she got blocked by the tree. You see, that's what I said. The AI gets blocked at the edge of the field like all the times. And but she has the you know what, I think I used the remaining grain tank in this combine. This is the period where I have to iron things up to actually make this turn more worker friendly. Let's try to work out something. Let's say it's going to be a bit easier. At least it will certainly take those trees out of the equation, because over here, although there is a tree, it's already much more spacious because we have two headlands. So it's going to be significantly better. Also, I just noticed that this bad boy has ran already almost 17 hours. It's a good job that on the way here I visited the yard and repaired it, because otherwise we would be in trouble. And we have that helicopter pass once again. It regularly does that thing. Uh, then again, it's what makes this map to look alive. Okay, I think this will suffice for the time being. The grain tank is almost full, and it's actually pointless because okay, we can stop the engine. And then we can come up with the tractor. Ooh, and okay, so we already have a trailer, so that is going to be a busy turn. I think I still can take it to the dealership, or the selling station rather, not the dealership. And that means it's good money for us. Would be nice. Also, the more we can sell or the more I can sell of this canola, it's the better, because that means that we can put the rest in the silo when the price goes down. But I feel like we're going to be alright. Oh yes, here she kinda messed up. Yeah, there's another yes, and over here too. Another thing that the AI vehicle extension helpers tend to do is to mess up around turns, and then they somehow lose track of their actions, and they like come a long way with just half of the cutter in the crops or something like that. Uh, or that actually that was a huge problem with with this kind of AI add-on in its earlier iterations. Well, especially for FS17. I think um, for FS19 it was pretty solid from the get-go, um, but they had to redo it from almost from scratch, because giants uh, in their infinite wisdom and their gambit to actually make the AI workable, they absolutely changed it over. So yeah, that was a thing, and the AI vehicle extension was almost scrapped entirely because of that. But in the end, they managed to save it. Luckily for me, who is not a courseplay guy, and I cannot emphasize that. The reason I don't like courseplay, I am absolutely or how should I say? I think it's absolutely fine if you love it. Good on you, more power to you. However, for me, that turns this game into a farm manager simulator and takes out. So what I would end up with is that I just set up courses to actually do the harvesting, and then one for the carting, and then I can set up one for baling and all that, and all I do is set up courses and watch the workers do the thing while I just help them out where it's needed. That's at least that's my impression from uh, times when I was watching others play with course play. And that's why I have crop destruction off. Whoa, like so. And I think once we're empty, we can set them loose both with helpers so that things move until I drive down to the selling point and come back. And I think they will be ripe for an emptying by that time. Okay, let's go ahead. Set loose. Okay, that went pretty quickly. And so as to give you some head start, I think I will come out from here. Then we are setting the other combine loose as well. I try to manage so that I don't have to stop the engine of this tractor because it has quite the warm-up sequence, which is fine. It's closer to reality, but not always helpful and good. Alright, and we set you loose. That is working right. So we have a gentleman, yes, and a lady farmer doing our job. And then here's us taking the first load. Well, half the load from the previous field that I harvested and half the load from this one. Yeah. Let's go with in-cab view because I kinda enjoy that. Even though visibility, forward visibility on these tractors is not the best. I can imagine that if there was a negative or any kind of criticism of for this tractor is the visibility matter. That's not the best with this. Well, with the smokestack and the air filter in almost in center, and then next to it the cab. But apart from that, these are pretty neat ones. And when it comes to John Deere's, uh, these uh, these tractors are up starting with the 30 series up to the 60 series are my favorites. And I'm absolutely particular about the 4955. That's nearest and dearest to my heart. That one is an absolute beast. But this is a nice one as well. The, this is the 4650. We're parallel with the road that we're going to take to the sun, actually. The Gabona felvásárlás. That's the name of the selling point. It practically means grain merchant in Hungarian, more or less, give or take. I think I put the minimap on screen so that I see where I am going. Hey there, neighbor, careful with that mower. Just like that, because this field has no real entrance. I should be on the right, the correct side of the road, not like in the center. That's pretty dangerous. So yeah, this field doesn't really have a proper entrance like the rest. So yes, we just, oh come on, this is something that happens regularly. We got blocked because what? And the other one is coming. You are being impossible. You see, that's what happens regularly, especially around the first lap. Didn't stop. That's a good thing. Yes, so that's why I avoid, if I can, I avoid this kind of farming for the most part, because they need pestering all the times. That's not our turn just yet. We're going to take an entrance that we don't often use, or we haven't really used that often up to this point. Also, it would be real wise to check out. Nah, we're good. Okay, it's still the same price. Yeah, that's the entrance through the village. Oh, we got stuck on the electricity pole. I should have taken it at a much wider angle. That's what happened. Also, I should see the situation. Is that the one that is in the way? Come on, game. Okay, hold on. Something's going to happen that you guys won't see. I'll be back in a second. Okay, just like that we're sorted. So yes, this is not one of the richest areas of the country. Maybe we can be the instruments of change. Rob also finds it real fun when I use terms like this for some reason as well. It's probably because we're both are fully aware of the underlying pretexts, and it's kind of an inside joke for us. Let's stick to this explanation. Alright, let's check the workers. Guess what? This one could take the turn the way it's supposed to happen. Wow, I'm impressed. How you doing? And what's going to happen to you? Oh, that's another worker. I like his shirt. It's really good. I don't know why I'm rolling with the black shirt. It's maybe because my heart is actually black, that's why. Let's stick with this explanation. Okay. So back to the field, and I have the feeling that we're going to be absolutely ready for a dumping by the time I get back there. Even if we're not, I think I'm going to have them dump. Can we take? Yes, we could, because actually we were on the wider angle. Okay, that's cool. Here is a stretch of soybeans, some corn, some alfalfa to the left, some more corn to the right. I think it's the same corn field. Yeah. Oh, here they are, and what's going on? Okay, so they are. Okay, so she's. I think it's a she, isn't it? It's just starting, but I think I give the other one some head start by forcing her to empty like this. You see, then the other one can go on unhindered. Then again, she's going to catch up once I need to go and empty the other one. So. It's a non-ending struggle. Yep, and she's done for the day. Yes, and Helper G has nearly a full grain tank. Helper G, you are 3 of my best friends right now. How about you go ahead and dump? Then again, we're risking that the other one is catching up. Oh well. Worst case scenario is that we will have to stop her. Also, this is going to be a long episode, I guess. Sorry for that. In fact, we will have to stop her right now. Because we're so not done with dumping. And I guess I let him gain some headway. How do we do? Almost the first trailer is almost full. I think we can stop it here as well. Um, yes. I think I will be going on like that for some time still, and then uh, I'll get back to you. But for now, I guess I'll call it an episode. Oh, why is the engine of this one running? So, yeah, I'll be back in the next episode. Anyways, thank you very much for checking this one out. Around this time, a few handpicked stuff to watch is appearing for you alongside of a subscribe button. I'll be very helpful if you guys use it. Other than that, TTFN.